Good morning and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we're going to complete version 12. We're doing it, we're going to be done, and then we'll be caught up for version 13. Yeah, by the way, this is episode 56. I'm just going to get right into it. The water is so salty and gross. Malie, huh? You mind not crowding me? It's a little much. Wow, that's not Malia. Excuse me, who the hell is that? That's not Malia, that's Aaron, it's Aaron. Aaron, I was so worried I thought I lost you for good. Huh? Alita, where am I? It's okay now, you're gonna be okay. That's right, it was back at the Grand Dream Ball, or I was in the explosion back at the Grand Dream Ball. I remember when that happened, a bright golden light appeared. I think the light shielded me, and I think that light came from me. But if I was caught in the explosion, then what am I gonna do here? A bunch of us came together to save you. Alon, Raina, Hugh, Red, and a bunch of others. They all did that for me. But of course we did, Aaron. We love you. Sorry, but I have no idea who this girl is. She's also a friend of yours? She's my sister. That girl is my sister, Malia. Sister, also poor Ren, bro. Just ignored him. Sister Malia? Wait, huh? I'm sorry, sisters, Malia, what are you going on about? Isn't that right, Aaron? Yeah. Please explain because I'm about to pass out. It happened back at the Blaker Anthem. Hey Aaron, would you mind if I ask you a weird question? Go for it. I'll answer it to the best of my ability. Do you remember when we first met? It was in Dark Lake Woods, right? Yeah, do you remember what you did when you saw me? You freaked out and asked if this was all some kind of joke. Yeah, I remember. You want to ask why I reacted so harshly, right? Uh-huh. I've been curious about it ever since, but I thought it would be rude to bring it up. So you've taken advantage of this bonding experience to interrogate me. Yeah, that's smart. Sorry you read me like a book, but it's still worth the truth. Alright, I'll bite. I freaked out because you scared me. I scared you? Ever since I was a little girl, I've had reoccurring dreams. In a dream, I'm at what looks like to be a fashion show. It's my turn to walk down the runway, but that's where things get weird. A dress I wore was the very exact one I first saw you in. That's all? Aaron, I'm sure this dress is common. Nothing to get all freaked out about. No, not quite. In the dream, the dress had a subtle, suitable, how do you pronounce that? A E stitch on the front. And when I meant that subtle, I think I'm pronouncing it right, I don't know. I mean, I'm almost impossible to notice unless where it is. When I saw you that day, I saw the E immediately. That is very weird. Coupled with the fact that, well, in my dream I have my natural hair color, which is blonde. So when I looked at you, I thought I saw myself. That's why I freaked out. Oh, but then I heard you speak and said there's no way I had such an annoying voice. Yeah, that was very funny. So now that I answer, allow me to take advantage of the situation. Sorry about that. It's only fair, ask away. Will you guys leave when all this is over? Huh? You mean when we defeat Team Zen? Yeah, when everything's all over with. Will you guys leave? To tell you the truth, I haven't really thought about it. Haven't really happened. Huh? No, I had it right. Really thought of what would happen after all of this. I suppose we'd all go our separate ways. We're only traveling together like this because we're trying to stop Team Zen whenever we can. I see. I'm gonna go tell you. Huh? I'm gonna tell you something, but I want you to promise you won't say it to everyone else. A little before Alita came into my life and everything was thrown into chaos, I planned on killing myself. Aaron? There was no one in this world that cared about me. I was drifting along with no purpose. I felt as though the world would be better off if I had just disappeared. All I had was the old man soda, and I don't think he cared for me one bit. When his business was up, he gave Alon their badge and left without saying goodbye. What were those years I spent with him for? Did they mean anything? Aaron, of course they meant something. Why would he look after you if there wasn't anything? I don't know what I'm supposed to feel. And every time I try to make a new friend, I'm always just so bitter towards them. But I can't help it, I can't shake the irrational fear of everyone leaving me. With you guys though, it's different. That anxiety I have about being alone disappears. When I contribute contributed to an investigation, it feels like I'm actively being useful for a good cause. I feel like I have purpose, something worth living for, people I care for. Aaron, I promise no matter what, we'll never leave you. Alita, Lon, Hugh, Lavender, and Venom. Even if we've only been friends for a short time, we'll never leave you because we cherish you as a friend. You're part of our group now, a cherished member. I'm glad. I'm glad you're my friend. My lovely children, how I adore you no matter what. Remember this feeling. Through your sadness, my warmth will bring you hope. Remember me, remember me. Do not forget. That was... Then you heard it too. Does that mean you also remember? That voice, I know who it was. It was our mother. The bond we shared, it was a memory. It was so vivid yet so vague. I couldn't make it out and I couldn't see her, but I don't know why, I'm not so sure of it, but that was our mother. There's no evidence of this other than that moment, but... Aaron, you were talking about a golden light earlier, right? Yeah, I remember something like that happened during the blast. I wonder if that's the same thing that happened to me in the alternate world. Malia has a sister, Aaron has a sister, you guys are related, my head's about to explode. Your head? Mine already feels like it exploded. I'm just so dizzy. You still must be exhausted from all this. Let's take you outside. Actually, Alita, could you escort Aaron out? I'd like to talk to Ren for a second. Of course. For a moment. Hey. Hey. Listen, I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry. What? You're sorry? Delpha told me everything you've done to try and save me, or at least tried to save someone you thought was me. And Raina and Hugh told me everything you've done to help up to this point. I wanted to say that I'm sorry because I never gave you the chance to explain yourself all the way back at the wetlands. I was dumb and a terrible friend. I still don't know why you're a part of Team Zen, but I trust your motives. Thanks, Malia, that means a lot. Friends? Friends. By the way, who's Delpha? Oh boy, it's kind of a long story. Yeah. Alice, Alon, you two are okay. Yeah, we're alright, thanks to you guys. It was no problem besides the time Alice tried to kill us. Speaking of which, Alice, would you like to say something? Yes, I wanted to apologize for how I acted earlier. It was wrong of me to think that the way that I did. I treated everyone as disposable things. I did not realize the gravity of my actions, and I'm sorry. No need to worry as long as you realize what you've done was wrong, it's fine. I'll work hard to atone for what I've done. But I will do what I must to do so, I promise you that. Sounds like it's water underneath the bridge. No need to worry about it. Anyway, Alice, mind if I ask you a question? Oh? You called me Arena in the elevator back at the Grand Dream Ball. Why? Huh? You mean you don't know? Aaron, there used to be 3 of us in the unknown dimension. Me, Alan, and our sister Arena. Huh? It's true, we were trapped there by our father. He made Alice believe that everything around her was fake, which is why she was causing us trouble on the first floor, or the floors above. Wait, Malia, Aaron, didn't you two say that you two are sisters as well? What? Malia? But how do you know that? If that's true, then I should be able to tell. I've lived on the sides of light and dark for so long, and I can sense things others can't. One of them being the bonds between people and Pokemon. Please give me your hand, Malia. Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh my, I feel something. You feel something. Is it a connection? Yes, I can. Well, what is this? A light show? This is not normal. Hey, be careful. Huh? Hey, Alice, maybe we shouldn't... Guys? It cannot be. The insignia? I think that's how you pronounce that. Dude. What the hell just happened? I don't know, but I feel really weak. This feeling, it's the same feeling I had back at Crystalline. Malia. Oh dear. I don't know, but she's running a fever. Bring her a vial of the spring water. That should heal her up. Hugh, that's your job. Okay. The spring really does work. I feel completely fine now. Malia, what was that bright light? Why did you do whatever that was? I don't know, but it has to be connected to that light Madam X told me about. I haven't got a clue either. I've got nothing. I also have no answer. This is the first time something like this has ever happened to Alan and I, sorry. That symbol you four made was the symbol of the archetype. Oh, I remember Nimber telling us all about that. It was a sacred object created by Arceus as it went into a coma-like state. Yes, that is correct, which is why I'm concerned. Why did you guys form that symbol? We really don't know. You know what? I think it's time you all left. What? You've accomplished what you set out to do, and that's it. Our truce is officially null and void, which means we're not working together anymore. Nastasia, why are you? Ren, I believe there is one more pod beside Gira's on the ship. Get some of the grunts and bring it back here. But, now Ren. Got it. Sorry guys, I'll see you all later. Bye Ren. Just what are you hiding? Excuse me? You can't fool me, you're just deflecting. You know why we made that symbol, don't you? So then why don't you explain it to us? I don't have to explain anything, you just have to do what I tell you and leave. I'm not leaving until I use the spring for myself. That's a part of the reason why I came with you, Anastasia, and you know that. Then wait outside and wait your turn, just like Miss Alexandra over there. Let's go everyone, no point in fighting over this. We'll leave, but this isn't over. Get out. Alright, Anastasia. Take a look at this place. It's like a totally new area. It's the power of the Jewel of Life. Anyone who is a subject to the nutrients in the water will be purified, but only once. This is true for things like the environment and all that as well. The grounds here have been restored. This is what Flora wants for all of the Badlands. It's not such a bad thing, but she's yeah. Anyway, there's still something Damon and I need to do, so we cannot leave. But there's something I wish to speak to you all about, particularly Alan, Malia, Aaron, Alice, and Alan. Do you mind waiting here until our business here is done? We would like to, but there's something we sort of need to take care of at first. Something that needs a lot of our power. Besides, we need to get everyone back home safe and sound. We're all pretty tired. I understand, but I really do wish to speak to you all. So when Damien and I are done, we'll send Cannon to fetch you all. I wouldn't say that name in front of you. I think he's scarred for life. Uh-oh? What's wrong, Cannon? Or what's wrong with Cannon, sorry. I said don't say that name. Alright, I guess you all will be on your way then. Good luck with whatever it is you need to do. Well, you guys are ready to go home? Yeah, I need a shower. I smell like grossness. I don't think any of us particularly smell good right now. That's what happens when you venture around for a while. Even though I've been in a coma for 24 hours, I feel very tired myself. You're right, I too am exhausted, sorry. I could use a nap, let's go on home already. What about you, Alita? She still has business she needs to take care of here. As a result, she'll stay here for a while. I'm sure she'll show up sooner or later. If you say so. Hey Alon, we're gonna head back to Rhoda's apartment. Would you like to walk back with us, or are you busy here? Let's walk back. Alright, let's go home. We're home. Hugh, we've been home for over an hour. Alright, sorry about that. Hugh, no screamino, please, I got a headache. Sorry, I'm just so excited to be home. Hey Alon, how's it going? Aren't you just happy to be in a nice air-conditioned place? I'm just happy to finally be able to shower. I had sand in places. Hourglass reacts only. I feel that. By the way, I meant to ask this a bit earlier, but where the heck is Rhoda? Oh yeah, last time we saw her, she looked really bad and disappeared. Well, I'm sure she'll show up sometime. Hey everyone, what's going on? Hey sis, I see you cut your hair back to what it used to be. Yeah, I like my hair white. Also, the long hair is too annoying to manage. Also, where is Alice and Alan? I wanted to speak to them for a bit. They're off exploring the city. They finally seem to be grounded in reality. Now that's nice. Maybe we should just join them later. The four of us have a lot of catching up to do. Yeah, we certainly do. I can't believe that I actually have family. Blood related at least. It's a nice feeling, isn't it? Having someone you're connected to. Perhaps things won't be so bad from here on out. Now that Bladestar is officially gone, things are getting livelier once more. I hear PokeStar Studios is opened once more again. Maybe once Lavender's out of the hospital we can go see a movie. Speaking of which, there's something we need to talk about. Right. Hugh, before we speak about this, I'm gonna warn you, this may be difficult to hear. Huh? You see, when I was captured, I was sent to the depths of the Hospital of Hope. While I was there, I was experimented on profusely, however you pronounce that. They tried everything they could to erase my memory or change it in some way, shape, or form. What? That's terrible. That's not all. The experiments were conducted under Dr. Isha's supervision. Isha? Isn't he the one taking care of Lavender? Yes. It was Lavender who saved me, but as we were trying to escape, Lavender was captured. What? Isha let me go because he thought he could no longer that I could no longer communicate with humans without Saki's device. He thought that a wild Braxton would just be captured eventually before I was able to properly alert the authorities. What he didn't account for was that my evolution will bring me telepathic speech. We have to do something. We can't just sit here and do nothing. Why didn't you tell me any of this sooner? That's it. I'm gonna go save Lavender by myself. Hugh, calm down. Getting angry isn't the answer. Hugh, I understand how you feel. Venom is under Isha's watch too. There's no telling what he's capable of doing to hurt Venom or any of his patients. I didn't want to tell you this before because I thought you may run off and save Lavender alone, which is what I just tried to do, but no, I get it. You're right. I can't lose her too. Hugh. We're not gonna lose her, we're gonna save her. But we need a plan. We can't just barge into a hospital and raise hell. Not only would that be risky for us, but we could harm actual patients there as well. And besides, I'm pretty sure Isha is always watching around the hospital, so we couldn't just sneak in anyways. There's one way we can do it without needing a concrete plan while keeping other patients out of harm. You have a plan, sis? Just request to see Isha in his office. Say that you have questions about his work and his success rate. His success rate? Isha is known to have abnormally high success rate. It's his herbis? I don't know what that word is. So if you bait his interest with that, you can direct his attention away from surveillance. Once one of us finds the underground layer, they can notify the one speaking to Isha. That's when somebody, probably Delpha, shows up. After that, the two of them can corner him. He'll have nowhere to go and won't have help from any of his assistants. None of that he could use to blackmail anyways. You think he's that cruel? Of course he is. If he's that crazy about his reputation, he'll try anything to get out being caught. This way brings his options down to zero. Oh, and Delpha, make sure to stray him away from the desk. He might have one of those alarm systems underneath his desk that he can trigger. We're gonna have to call the authorities anyways, but we need to find the way to his underground lair first. It'd be pretty problematic if we all just got sent to jail. I'm fine with this. I know the underground lair is, so getting proof of that shouldn't be difficult. Besides my role, what is everyone doing? I'll talk to Isha. Alana and Hugh can wait outside the office's backup. Malia, Reina, I'm putting you two in charge of getting to the underground lair. Gotcha. Seems easy enough. I'll give you both directions on where to go. So when are we doing this? I don't see why we can't do it right now. We have already taken down one tyrant. Let's go for another one while we still have the energy. Alright, then everyone get ready. Come speak to me when you're all good to go. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go on, head out then. Sorry if I'm like rushing. As I said, I want this done. Hello, Dr. Isha. I believe you have a visitor. A visitor? I'm very busy. Is this really necessary? Just shoo them away for now. I'll talk to them later. They say they wish to inquire you about your success rate. I see. In that case, send them on in. Yes, sir. You must be the famous Isha I've heard a lot about. I am he. What brings you to my office? Wait, aren't you that child who was caught in the explosion? You were here in my care, but then I was just curious about your incredible success rate. It's quite impressive for anyone to have higher than a 50% success rate when it comes to the medical field. I'm just enamored? I don't know how you pronounce that. By it, it's just interesting. Almost unbelievable, don't you think? As unbelievable as it is the truth. It has been documented and verified by many official inquiries. Oh, I'm sure it has been. It's just something that's been bothering me. Haven't you taken the job of restoring life back to victims of stone? Yes, what about it? If you're so good at what you do, then restoring them should be no problem, right? It has proven to be quite a task, but I'm confident that I will make a breakthrough. I have a friend that turned into stone, you know. Her name was Venom, or Veronica if you use her legal name. Ah, yes, Veronica. I sure do miss her. When will I get to visit her again after this? Unfortunately, Veronica will be unavailable for visiting for quite some time. Oh, what do you mean? That's classified information, but... Hmm? What about Lavender? What did you do to her? What? Eyes on me, Doc. It's rude to not have eye contact. What about Lavender? I don't know. You tell me. I'm the one asking. It's just that I haven't heard much from her since she was admitted here, and visiting hours have been cancelled for quite some time. I wonder, is there any point to even visiting anymore? What are you implying? About the success rate, Doc. I have a reason to believe. Excuse me 1 second. Uh-huh. Yes? Really? Good work. I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, so about what we were just discussing, Doctor. What is the meaning of this? Don't move or things won't be pretty. No contacting the authorities either. What is this madness? Just who is this now? Don't you remember me, Isha? It's a little heartbreaking. You should have locked me back up before letting me out. That was a big mistake. You're that Braxton. You evolved. You look different from a normal Braxton. Or Delphox, sorry. Thanks to the technology... I can't read. Let's try this again. Thanks to the technology of the Blakely Corporation, yes I do. But we're not here to talk about Lavender, or talk about me, we're here to talk about Lavender. Where is she? I don't have to tell you all a thing. I just have to wait for the authorities to eventually show up and escort you all out of here. As long as I don't say a thing, I'm fine. Yeah, no, sorry, we already thought about that angle. Remember that phone call, Isha? The one I just got? That was a call from my friends. They've notified me that they made it to the underground base of yours. What? That's impossible. I would have been notified. You can't be notified if there's no one to notify to. All your precious subordinates are all sleeping for a bit. So as my friend takes pictures of evidence of its existence, we'll be taking you hostage here. As you can see, it doesn't matter if the authorities come here or not, because in each outcome, we'll have proof of corruption. So let us ask this again, where is Lavender? Clever girls, but there's one thing you didn't account for. One path no one would be able to, but myself could foresee. And what would that be? This one. Fantastic. Hugh Alon, get in here. Crap, what happened? Isha escaped through a secret entrance. Hugh and Delphi are going after him. I'm still a little weak from the whole explosion ordeal, so I run out of breath easily. I'm going to be useful to see if I can dig up some dirt on the computer. You should go help the others. You got it, bruh. Where is Lavender? Tell me right now. Oh, Hugh, you and I both know I wouldn't just hand her over like that. I know, that's why I'm going to make you hand her over. No, that won't happen. If you're worried about me harming her, you shouldn't be. She's perfectly fine. In fact, I'll prove it to you. Bring out the vessel. Vessel? Let go of me, I said let go. Hugh Alon, is that you, Braxton? It is me, I've come back to save you. Save her? I already said that won't happen. Why are you doing this? I may be able to answer that. It's because this guy is trying to make up for the faults of his father. My father? I did some digging up on your computer. You make things so accessible, you know. Dr. Isaiah Halbert, a famous brain surgeon in the avian pre-calamity. He was known for his incredible 99% success rate, but he was also known for doing illegal experiments on people, most notably their son. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? The only thing I don't get is why Lavender? Why are you dragging her through this mess? I really must thank you, Aaron. That's your name, right? Because of you, I no longer have to act the way I did. I can let it all out. Everyone, please be careful. You want to know how I felt living in constant stress and this burden? Yes, you're right, Aaron. I am the son of Isaiah Halbert, my esteemed brain surgeon, the esteemed brain surgeon with 99% rate, the same rate I have right now. But unfortunately, he died a very long time ago. Well, in a way, he did. So let me guess, you're just an insane person. You're just insane because of the constant pressure of living up to your father's experiment. And you're performing illegal experiments on Lavender because that's what your father did to you. I'm right, aren't I? This is your truth, isn't it, Isaiah? Or Isaiah? Or Isha, sorry. You're a pathetic man who has abused and using that as an excuse to bring harm to innocent people. I'm sorry for what your father did to you, but this is unforgivable. No. Aaron, you've got it all wrong. Huh? The man you're talking to right now is Isaiah Halvard. What? Oh, yes, it is nice to meet you all. My name is Isaiah Halvard, best brain surgeon pre-calamity and post. How is that possible? Isaiah was found dead in his home. I suppose calling myself completely Isaiah is incorrect. You see, make no mistake, I am Isha, son of Isaiah, but I'm also Isaiah. Let me put it this way. Half of my brain is Isha and the other half of my brain is Isaiah. Not physically, but mentally we are one and the same. You're not making any sense. Let me start from the beginning. It began when I was born a surgical prodigy. At first I truly wanted to help people, and I did. I brought hope to people who had none in the first place. But as life went on, diseases became harder to treat, people's expectations became higher. The expectation I held for myself was too high. I became obsessed with success. Originally that was because I didn't want anyone to die. I didn't want to bring upon despair to my family. But eventually it became all about that number, my 99% success rate. I did whatever I could to maintain illegal practices, deals with the black market. I played God, and as a result, God played me back. At the age of 45, I was diagnosed with an illness that not even I could cure. The doctor with a 99% success rate diagnosed with an incurable disease. I was horrified, but it was ironic. I couldn't help but laugh. This guy's a psychopath. I tried and tried and tried again, but nothing I did would bring me closer to a cure. I would soon die a painful death, resulting in my precious success rate to fall. The humiliation of a doctor failing himself was too much to handle. I needed more years to perfect the antidote, so I devised a little bit of a plan. Immorality was still outside the realm of possibility, but even death isn't without loopholes. Using my years of experiments or research, I found a way to transfer my memories onto a family member. It took many tests and many experiments, but I eventually was successful. It's a shame my colleague had to rat me out. That's when you took your son and fled, right? When you were caught. That's right, guess where I was taken? Alon knows. How does Alon know? They went to the place my father took me in Zone 0. Alon and 2 others visited the basement of my father's old home. I still have that place under surveillance, so imagine the shock and horror when I saw you three running through my things. Anyway, I was placed within one of the capsules and my father in the other. The process was only supposed to take a few hours, but due to calamity, the procedure malfunctioned. The status pod was designed to keep the person within them completely preserved as long as the eternal battery doesn't run out. I was kept in a coma-like state for 10 years. When I woke up, I had the memories of myself and my father, Isaiah. Your father took your life from you. Aren't you angry? Angry? Of course I was angry. I was scared too. But I had all my father's skills. I could easily make a name for myself once again, and I did. This time I was going to uphold my success rate. But what does this have to do with Lavender? I'm getting there, you fool. Everything was going well until I turned 45. Call it fate or call it the result of a genius. My father's procedure worked a little too well. The brain is very powerful, you know. It's capable of all sorts of things. My memory of my father is stored in one brain. I remember my father's illness and reconstructed it once again. That would mean that you're terminally ill again. Yes, death followed me to another body, but this time I had no relatives. All I had was myself. I decided that I needed yet more time on a cure for this infernal disease. The fate I thought I had escaped was here once more, so I looked for another vessel, but it cannot be with just anyone. The connection between two people must share, or else the procedure would end up in death of both. Alon and I first had a connection when we crossed the bridge. Do you remember the interaction, Alon? I sure do. I obsessed over you. I couldn't stop thinking about you. I wanted you to be my next vessel, but I had no idea how to find you again. But I was blessed with Lavender and Veronica's situation. They brought to me. I was overjoyed when I realized that Lavender and I had a connection too, an even stronger one. You're not gonna let that happen. Your father may have stolen your life, but we won't let you take Lavender's. That's right, best to just give up now. Give up? I don't wanna. I wanna keep living. Why are you getting in my way, Lavender? Won't you die? She won't be her. Won't die. She won't be her. We'll just become one. We'll live happily ever after, the three of us. You sicken me. Nurse, please take Lavender to the status pod. Wait, stop you, Lavender. As for the rest of you, I've grown strong just in case something like this would happen. Please do not get angry with me. I'm simply doing my job as a doctor. I am the white blood cells and you are the disease. I will purge you. Let us begin. Alright, I know this is a boss battle, but I'm just gonna pause and beat this real quick. It's not that hard. You shouldn't lose. If you do lose, then like it's fine. Just retry it, but like it's not that difficult. See you all in a moment.